Is it on?
Yep. We're back.
We're back. I'm sorry. I don't know why the devil done got in my broadcast. It starts saying broadcast interrupted. I don't know why, but that's what we get. But you know, y'all keep praying that one day that a network will pick me up. They're coming in?
Not yet.
Okay, come in.
Yes. No.
Okay, come on, like and share. I am sorry. Come on, get these viewers. Get these viewers like and share. Like and share.
Coming
like
on
and
in.
share. Like and share. The devil tried to get in the broadcast, but I pray that
Churchy.
I pray that maybe one day, that's what happens when you got the phones. You know, anything can happen with these phones, but we pray that maybe one day a network will pick me up. Okay? How are we on our viewers? How are we on our viewers? How are we on our viewers?
Up to 6. Come on,
We're up to 6. Come on, like and
share.
share. Come on, bring them back in. Bring them back in. Our viewers was coming up just a second ago. But anyway, let's get started on where we at?
We're at 9.
9, come on, like and share, people. Like and share, Cooking with the Prophet. Cooking with the Prophet.
10.
10, come on, let's go. Let's make.
It's going up.
Yeah, it's going up because people, a lot of times, them videos are kind of delayed, so they don't know that it goes off until a certain amount of time. Okay, how are we at now?
11.
Okay, we're gonna rock with you 11. All right, let's get going. First thing that we're going to do today is we're going to make our cheese sauce. So you can use a I love taco blend, and that's because it has cheddar, Monterey Jack, cheese with also sometimes they put a little taco seasoning in it, but I don't ever taste no taco seasoning, y'all. So I just you can use a I don't too much sometimes mozzarella. It's hard to melt mozzarella. So it kind of, when you add water to it, kind of makes a big ball. So I don't recommend using mozzarella for this to melt. You can use a good cheddar cheese. You could use a Parmesan, a shredded Parmesan. But again, we're going to use a taco blended cheese. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on our pot. We're good. You're going to use some whole milk. And you want to pour, I would say, approximately 4 cups of whole milk. I'm also
Keep liking and sharing, y'all.
keep liking and sharing.
Almost at 20.
Okay, you're going to use some whole milk. I really would love to put a little bit more milk, but I don't have it for some reason. But we're going to use this. We're going to use again the white milk. Then we're going to add approximately. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of margarine. And now the type of fire, you want this fire to be like medium to high, only because milk burns very easily. So you want to add your butter to that, and we're going to also add to that is some garlic powder. Not like a lot of garlic, but according to you, I would have to say that will be about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of garlic powder. Then you want to add some black pepper. Again, that is to your taste and your liking. Then you want to add some dry Parmesan cheese. I would say approximately maybe another 3 tablespoons of that. And then you want to add a little bit of seasoning salt. Now, again, you don't want too much seasoning salt because, as you know, we're cooking with the prophet. we do a lot of low sodium type cooking. Then you want to take your cheese and put it directly into your milk. Now, I think I used about maybe 4 cups of maybe about 4 cups of cheese. And then what you want to do with that, how are my viewers?
24.
Good. Now what we want to do with that is we want to gradually stir this until it melts. Now, let's go over to here because what we're going to do is we have some red potatoes. Now, with our red potatoes, you want to get you your baking pan. Now, don't laugh at me, y'all, because I see a lot of stuff on Facebook. People talk about, did your grandmama have one of these pans? Well, yes, my grandmama had one of these pans, and so do I. That's why I like this pan. Praise God.
That's when you know the food efficient.
Yeah. So we're going to take those potatoes, and what I need you to do is, again, we're going to rinse them off. This is about a 5-pound bag. This will feed approximately, I would say maybe 10 people. Again, that's in a black family. Black family, it might be a little less compared how, we don't go by servings, we just get a little helping hands full, a heap full. Okay, but what you're going to do now is you're going to take your potatoes and you're going to cut them in slices. Now, again, you do not want thick slices and you don't want them too thin, but you want them, I would say about, you see how thin this is? Not potato chip thin, a little larger than potato chip thin. And you're going to line your pan with those potatoes. Okay? Now, I'm cooking in this order on purpose because the thing that's going to take the longest to cook, I want to cook that first so you guys can kind of see where we're at versus me having to stop a video and to post the finished product. So that's why I kind of do things at the same time. Now, again, when you're cooking, and like potatoes and things of that nature, I think y'all heard me say this before. It's very important that you cut pretty much at a consistent size, and the reason why is because you want your food to all cook at the same time. You don't want some potatoes to be soft and then another ones to be hard. You kind of just want everything to cook at the same time. How's it going? Any questions so far?
Let's see.
How are we looking?
What we got? Cedric said, "Are you making the tea?"
Now, I ain't making no tea today, y'all. I ain't making no tea today. All right, how we on viewers?
17.
Come on, like and share, people. Like and share. Okay. Again, we're going to chop our potatoes. I think, like, I'm a person, like, I love pastas and potatoes and cheese. Those are kind of like my weak areas. Now, come on, let's go back over here because we don't want our sauce to burn. So as you can see, it's kind of, everything is kind of melting together. Now I'm going to I like mine cheesier, so I'm going to add some more cheese to it. I'm going to add some more cheese to it. And you can smell the butter and you can smell the garlic. And it smells absolutely phenomenal. And again, you're going to make... Now, this cheese sauce, you do not want it very thin and you don't want it too thick. you want it almost at a how should I? What is the right word I want to say? You want this at a like a little bit thinner than like a cake consistency. And what I mean by that is not too thin, it's not too thick to where like almost there it is, like a gravy. I don't really want to call it cheese gravy because it's really not cheese gravy, but you want to have it consistent. Key thing is, again, as we're cooking, is garlic is good for high blood pressure. People with high blood pressure really need to cook with a lot of garlic because garlic is just is absolutely phenomenal. It helps to lower blood pressure.
I got a question.
Yes.
Somebody asks, who are those pots? Who are the pots by? Minstrel, Herb.
These particular pots, I believe, I want to say, they're Kevlar. The red ones are Kevlar. This one is my regular granny pot, like a little stock pot that you can get from Walmart or something of the nature. But I'm using Kevlar.
That's the church mother.
Yeah, I'm using Kevlar, Teflon non-stick pans. I believe I got those from like JCPenney's, and then I'm using Kevlar knives. Again, I like a good sharp knife, and so that's the particular knife I'm using. Anything else? Any other questions?
Pastor Oliver said, "My son say he wish he could smell through the phone."
Oh.
Asia Beckwith said, "What you cooking, Dad?"
Okay, well we're making we're making a potato, and we're making some salmon on today. Now, I can't wait to show you this salmon recipe that I have. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm making a lot of potatoes, as y'all can see. Can y'all see this? You see the way I'm lining this pan up?
Line it up. Tamika Robinson asks, do you use the garlic mince or fresh garlic?
This particular garlic, I am using garlic powder. You can also use the minced garlic, but today I used a little bit of the garlic powder because I didn't want the minced chunks, I guess you can say, inside of this particular recipe. So I wanted to use a lot of my powdered form. Come on, let's go over here and look at the cheese sauce. Now, this is the key. Now, can you see the sauce? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to turn our fire on low. Now, this is a key. I want you to get you some, we're going to use cornstarch. Cornstarch is good for thickening sauces and gravies. And it's kind of just, it's really thin in powder. If you do not have cornstarch, you can use, if you do not have cornstarch, you can use flour. We're going to use approximately 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And that's going to help thicken our cheese sauce. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is to add a little color to her. I want to add a little bit of oregano. Some oregano leaves, as you can see, like these. We're going to add some oregano leaves. I just kind of sprinkle it in there until I can see it. If you wanted to go by measurements, I would say 2 tablespoons of oregano. As you can see this, can you see?
Nice.
See that?
Jalea Pettibone says, how long did you soak the red potatoes?
I rinsed the red potatoes and rubbed them really well to take the all the dirt off of them. Now we're going to let this sit. Again, you want to kind of vigorously mix the sauce. to loosen, to make sure your what do you call it? To make sure your cornstarch does not clump. So I'm going to use, as you can see, it's starting to clump a little bit. We don't want that. So I'm going to come in with a whisk, and I'm going to kind of vigorously mix this cheese sauce. It smells good. Like I'm telling you, it really smells really good.
Yes, it does.
And we're going to mix this up until it smoothens out. As you can see, you see it? I kind of mixed it all up till it's smoothed out. Now we're going to leave that cheese sauce there because we're going to come back over here and make sure we have enough potatoes. Now, I'm going to go a little bit faster now so you guys can, so we can get this in the oven so we can move on to our next item that we're going to cook. I probably should have had me a volunteer in the kitchen to help me today to make sure that this goes by a little faster, because I tried to. What I'm trying to do is to show you guys how to cook things that would only take about an hour or less. That would take about an hour or less.
Miss Sophie Lamore says, nice brand of pots.
Yes.
Let's see what else. Jalea says, looking great. Terrence Killing says, question to the chef majors, do you use name brand ingredients?
It depends. There's some things that are name brand, and there's other things that are not name brand. I like, for instance, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hunt's ketchup, I don't too much like the taste of it, but I would use I use Walmart GV brand. It tastes better. When it comes to my spices, I don't too much use name brand. Only thing I will not mess around when it comes to a spice, and that is my my extracts, like my vanilla extract and my lemon extract. I don't like that imitation stuff. I get that McCormick's because to me it's potent. It's really it's excellent. It's very strong. So when it comes to name brands, no. I believe that, you know, certain things you can cut corners with, certain things you can't. But when it comes to cooking something on this magnitude, you'll be fine. Okay, now, can everyone see these potatoes? Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take this cheese sauce and you're going to pour it directly over your potatoes. Okay? Directly over your potatoes. The raw potatoes. Now, once we pour that over the potatoes, you're going to cover. This will not take long to cook at all. And you're going to bring them to your preheated oven to 375. Okay? To your preheated oven to 375. I probably just came in here and took my things out beforehand. Hopefully this will fit. Did this fit today? Yeah. Okay. 375. You're gonna let that cook, and now we're going to our next thing. Now this is going to be fun, you guys. This really is going to be fun. Okay. Now we're going to make salmon. Now I cook my, again, cleanliness is next to godliness. You do a lot of cleaning and rinsing and carrying on. Okay?
Got more questions.
Yes.
Whitney asks, how long do you let the potatoes cook for?
I usually let the potatoes cook for about 20 minutes or until they're what they call it, tender. Again, if you like your potatoes a little bit more harder, then you leave them less. But it's all according to how your oven cooks, or how your oven cooks. If you have an oven that cooks faster or slower, it all depends. But usually it will take roughly about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Now, with our salmon, how's my viewers?
Pretty good. We're at 22.
Okay. Today,
keep sharing and liking, hitting them hearts, thumbs.
Today we are using our salmon. They are wild caught. You can get the frozen salmon at your at Walmart. Again.
Victoria Reinhardt says, I'm cooking this on Sunday. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Janae Lanice says, it's called fork tender. I went to school for culinary arts.
And we thank God for fork tendered. I ain't go to school for no culinary arts. My grandmama taught me and I taught myself. And then now I have a catering business. And the Lord is just like richly blessing me in so many different ways. Thank you, Janae. So we want it until it's fork tender.
Yes.
Okay. So again, we're going to use our salmon. Now, I like my salmon wild caught. And we're going to use the wild caught skinless salmon fillets. I don't know how many usually come in. Usually about maybe 10 comes in a package. And they come frozen. You can use fresh salmon. It's not a big problem. But I just like I like wild caught for several reasons. Number one, I kind of eat according to the book of Leviticus. So I don't eat no scavengers. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat, shellfish and things of that nature. So, and when it comes to salmon, if it's not wild caught, I will become sick. So I can only eat wild caught. Again, anything other than wild caught is farm raised, and it has too much of those chemicals and all kind of crazy stuff in it, and it just it's not really good for your body. So again, I am using a salmon that is wild caught. Now, as you can see, that didn't take too long. They're individually wrapped, which is excellent because if you get, this is a 2-pound bag of skinless salmon, which is excellent that it comes individually wrapped, because you might have a small family and then you can just make 1 or 2 for your family. We're not, if I'm not mistaken, no, we're not going to need the cutting board anymore. Any questions?
Let's see. Rashida Oliver wrote, good teaching. Janae wrote, I didn't like the cooking at school because they didn't season food like we do.
Right.
Alicia Sanderson wrote, we just had salmon a few days ago. Next time we have it, you should do it for us. Rashida wrote, your catering business is a blessing. Cleester Pinkney wrote, make us here in New Orleans proud, Prophet.
Yep.
Jalaya wrote, favorite salmon to cook.
Okay, come on over.
Alrighty.
We're going to take now butter. Approximately 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of butter. Now, I know y'all say, oh my God, that's a lot of butter. No, it's not a lot of butter because of what we're planning on doing with this. We want to melt this. We want to melt this down in a frying pan. I'm telling you, watch me, because this is going to be like excellent. We're going to melt this down, and I want the butter to melt until it is brown, almost like you're burning it. Okay? You're gonna melt this down. Now, if you want to use less butter, fine. But as you know, it looks like a lot, but I'm making for a lot of people. Again, if I was making 2 fish fillets or less, I would use less butter. So again, when y'all see me using, oh my God, that's such a lot of salt, or oh my God, that's such a lot of pepper, or oh my God, that's such a lot of butter, it really isn't a lot of butter. It's because I make I guess I've trained myself to cook for a lot of people. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that melt down, as you can see. And the next ingredients we're going to get is, well, let me wash my hands, you guys, because my hands still smell like the fish, and I don't like it. Okay. We're going to now make sure we have some, if I could find it, maybe my daughter put it up.
Alicia Sanderson asked, do you plan on doing something with seafood?
Now, I plan on doing not a thing with seafood. The only reason why I don't do a thing with seafood is if you guys heard me a little while ago, I don't eat nothing shellfish according to the book of Leviticus. I eat that way. So I don't eat shellfish. I don't eat scavenger. I don't eat seafood, shrimp. I don't eat pork. I have not eaten like that, I believe, in over 20-something years. 20-something years. My children has never had pork to their lips, nor, I don't, I'm like one of the weird prophets. So again, we're going to melt this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get some brown sugar, pure brown sugar, dark brown. And you're going to get some lemon juice. And you're going to also get a little bit of minced garlic. You're going to get a little bit of minced garlic.
Bishop Kenneth Kendall says, teach the people, sir.
Yeah. A little bit of minced garlic. And you're going to also get a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. Okay? And we want this to brown really well. Almost like you're burning it. The devil is trying to move through this butter with all that popping. I don't like all that popping and carrying on. I'm scared I'll run from the butter. You see that? There it is. It's starting this foolishness. That butter starting up is foolishness. We'll hold. Live. Oh, sorry, y'all. There it is. Let me see. Don't y'all laugh. They laughing at me.
Scared of the butter.
That's probably why I ain't gonna be. Look.
Hashtag scared of the butter, y'all.
Right. Okay.
Look at that flame.
Now, we're going to now add some brown sugar. Approximately, maybe, I would say maybe a cup of brown sugar. And you're going to mix this with your butter. Like this. Can y'all see?
Missionary Dottie says, good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Okay. You see this? We've added about approximately a cup, maybe half a cup to a cup of brown sugar. See this? Now we're going to add some lemon juice. How much lemon juice I did? Now, I'm trying to put it in layman's terms for y'all. That'd be about maybe 4 tablespoons. But for ghetto purposes, that was about 2 squirts.
2 squirts.
About 2 squirts. All right.
Ashton asks, what's this dish?
This particular dish is our glazed salmon. Okay. Now, as you see, it's bubbling a little bit. We like that. We want that. But now we're going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes.
2 squirts.
Not too much because some people don't like spice. And we want to add approximately a teaspoon minced garlic. A teaspoon of minced garlic. See? Now this is where it's going to get fun at, because now we're going to mix this, and as you can see, look, you can see what's inside of here. It's made like a really excellent glaze. Now, what we're going to do now with this is we're going to take our salmon and we're going to put our salmon directly into the pan. How are we looking?
Good, 28. Janae wrote, "You making me want to start cook again." Jalea, she wrote, "That's going to be a great color for the salmon."
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Now.
Ashton wrote, "All right, I'm on my way to get my plate."
Yeah, that's my nephew, y'all. Now look at this. You see this? We have now, we're kind of lightly cooking it. Just a little bit, not too much. Because now we're going to make it real special. We're going to take this and we are going to, you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of spooning over this glaze. Okay? Now, what we're going to do,
keep liking and sharing, y'all. We up to 30.
yeah, come on, you guys. This is Cooking with the Prophet. Now, we're going to let this sit for a second because we're going to do something crazy. We're going to put our oven on broil. We're going to put the oven on broil. I know the potatoes are in there, but they're covered. We want to now take our salmon and put it on a baking sheet or a baking sheet or some type of pan that you would like. I'm going to delicately place my salmon on the baking sheet.
Alvin Williams wrote, "Tell the prophet I cater also, and I'm going to use his salmon dish."
Thank you. Thank you. You see this? Now we're going to put this on our baking. Now we can, again, you guys, you can put it in another dish. This one might have been too big, but we praise God on tonight for it. Okay? Now, wait a minute. Now, we're going to just kindly just put all of this on the top. See this? See that?
Good old glaze.
Right? Now, we're going to now come over here and we're going to bake our, we're going to put this on broil for some time. And then we're going to start on our vegetables. And once we start on our vegetables, we'll be just about done. Okay? Now, let's come over here and check these potatoes. Yeah, let's check these potatoes. See them? Look at those. See those? They look good, don't they, y'all? They look good. All right, so now what we're going to do now, we're going to uncover them, the potatoes, and I'm going to try to get them to another rack. There we go. There we go. Put them on the bottom rack to allow them to cook a little bit more. Now, this is where we mess up with salmon. Now, when y'all make y'all salmon, you don't bake no salmon because salmon can be a very dry fish. So the key to baking salmon is baking it on high temperature really quick and then taking it out the oven. That's the key to making good salmon. And salmon is also good for grilling. Now, okay, let's now go to our vegetables. Now, today's vegetable mix is one of my favorite mixes, which is called our California Blend Medley. What we're going to do with our California Blend is, again, we're going to put on top of the stove your stock pot, your pan, or whatever you decide that you want to do. You want to line the pan up with some water. I use literally about maybe a half a cup. The reason why I don't like to use a full cup because I don't want to boil my my vegetables. I want them to kind of only steam a little bit. So I'm going to line my pan up with my vegetables. Now, if you get a California blend, now this is what the California blend look like, y'all. You see that? It has your carrots, your what do they call them? Brussels, well, not the Brussels sprouts, y'all. Your cauliflower, and your carrots and your
broccoli.
Your broccoli mix. It's to me it's excellent. It's hearty. It just tastes really good. I recommend that you use frozen vegetables if you cannot get the fresh cut vegetables. The reason why I like the frozen vegetables is because when you look on the back, the sodium intake on the vegetables are a lot less. I'm gonna prove to you what I'm saying. You have a can of these green beans, and these green beans have approximately in this one can 10 milligrams of sodium just in this one little can. 10 milligrams of sodium. Now when you look at this particular bag, it has 1% value of sodium throughout this whole big bag. And so the sodium intakes are a lot different when you're getting frozen vegetables versus canned vegetables. So now we're going to use our bag we're going to use a bag of whatever this stuff is called. Y'all come on over here. Now, as you can see, the bag is pretty decent. You want to leave that in there with a little bit of water, and your water is on high. Now I want you guys to cover it, and I want this to steam up a little bit, and we're going to add some excellent seasonings to it to give it that bang. Okay, come on, if you come over here, let's check our salmon, see what it's doing already. Remember, it's on broil. It's on broil. Look at that. Look at that. See that? Now, again, we're going to spoon our... Oh, you see the Holy Ghost try to come in here. It quickened. It quickened, y'all. Look, I didn't know what it was doing. I was just going to run, y'all. And I was going to... Glory to God. Yeah.
There's a shaking.
You see what happened? So there we have it. It's starting to cook up really good. I also have another salmon recipe that I like to do for my salmon. And we'll touch on that later. If you like, if you want to add like a little bang to it, you can cut some fresh lemons on the top. Some people don't like the lemons, or you can add. I kind of mix up two of my recipes. You can actually add a whole pineapple on the top of it. You can grill the pineapple on the grill, or you can just take it out of the can, and you want to add a little bit of the pineapple juice instead of the lemon juice. You add a little bit of the pineapple juice to your brown sugar and butter mixture, and then you put the whole pineapple on top of your salmon, glaze it, and put it inside of the broiler. And any questions?
Well, not question, comment. Joseph Pendleton wrote that stove and backsplash though. I guess he likes it.
Thank
and
you.
He said the oven is clean.
Of course, of course. Prophet don't play around with that foolishness. Let's go and look at our potatoes. Let's see what our potatoes are doing. Our potatoes are looking absolutely fantastic. We're gonna try them with the fork. Yeah, they're cooking very well. I'm going to leave the potatoes in a little bit longer, and we're going to go and check our. We're going to come over here and check our vegetables. See, they're starting to steam down well. They're starting to steam down very well. Now we're going to add now some of our seasonings to the vegetables. See that? What I like to do, I don't know why, but garlic powder and onion to me brings out the taste in vegetables. So we're going to use I'm going to try to measure things out for y'all now. We're going to use about a cap. Glory to God. Y'all, I may be ghetto, but it's fine. Amen. We're going to use about a cap of your garlic. That was onion, I'm sorry. And about a cap of your garlic. Powder. Not salt, people. Powder. Okay? And then we're going to put a little bit of black pepper. Glory to God. Black pepper. And we're going to hold that right there because we have to go and check on our salmon. Yeah, our salmon is complete. It's done. You see, that didn't take long at all. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I keep my counter a certain way. I'm just trying to put my stuff down on the counters because I have granites. There we go. Alrighty, people. Let's go. Here we are. Here we are. That's not safe. I need to give me another holder. I don't see no holders lately. It's because they're not keeping my holders in the same place. Okay. Now we're going to take this out. And we're going to place it here. Okay? Now that looks fantastic. Now, we're going to put the oven back. We're going to put our top back on for our potatoes. The only reason why I took the top off for the potatoes is because, again, you see that? Let's see what those are doing.
Maya Geiger, how long did you cook the salmon for?
The salmon was on broil. I think it was in there for about maybe 10 minutes, maybe. Again, salmon cooks, it was on broil, so it cooks well. It cooks fast. We want to spoon our mixture. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. See that? It's not dry. It looks fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And it has our sauce.
And oh my God, what kind of sauce is on the potatoes?
The sauce on the potatoes is my famous, I call it like potato au gratin sauce. You guys, if you ever need me for like any events, I do events, weddings, privates. If you just want to hire me to come and cook for a day for you, then that's also fine.
Yes, post the Janaya catering information.
Yep, Janaya catering information. Now, let's take a look at these potatoes because I want them to see what they're doing. Now, our potatoes, yeah, they're starting to cook. They're still a little hard. So I'm gonna again cover them. The steam is what's gonna do it. Okay? But the only reason why, again, I'm trying to do it at the same time was because I'm cooking for you guys.
Yes.
All right, let's go back over here and look at our vegetables. Now, we're going to mix. Now, we're going to add to our vegetables. Let's see if we have it. Let's pray we have it. What I'm looking for. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? And do we have it? Yes, we have it. Come. This is the trick. We're going to add a little bit of mild curry powder to the vegetables. Just a little bit of curry powder. It's going to give it a bang.
Shout out to everybody hitting the hearts and thumbs up.
Yeah. Look at this, because we want to give it a little bit of a bang. Some curry powder.
Bang.
All right. And then wait a minute, we're not finished because this has to bring us to a level. Okay. So we're going to add some butter. We're going to add butter. Just enough to give it like a little nice taste.
Little flavor.
And wait a minute, we're not finished. We're going to add a little bit of your seasoning salt. Again, not a lot. Not a lot, people. Not a lot. Seasoning salt. Because if you notice, we haven't added any salt in this at all. No pure white. I don't have pure white. I don't have really pure white salt occasionally. Then what we're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of white sugar. Not a lot. I mean, not a lot. Just, I call it like a bangful. See that? A pinch. A pinch of some white sugar. And we're going to put the white sugar in there. And we're going to mix this. Well, toss it together. Toss all of this together. I need a better spoon. I need one that has a metal on it. And again, I have non-stick pans, so they're not good to use non-stick pans with it's not good to have non-stick pans and using your metal because it's going to scratch your pans up and you're going to have a problem. So I have a lot of my spoon, my silverware has metal on it, so it's easy to mix, but they're all plastic or wooden, whatever one you decide is better for you. Now look at this. Look at that. You see that? Toss that. That's delicious. And it's good. It's good for you. Matter of fact, I have kids that they like, I tell anybody, oh, well, I don't like vegetables. I don't eat vegetables because you ain't had mine. And that is the truth. I have so many people to say to me, well, I don't like cabbage. I said, you eat mine. They take my cabbage recipe. Oh, I love cabbage. I have people say, I don't like collard greens. Eat mine. They're different. They have the collard greens. Oh my God, I love collard greens, but I don't love collard greens. I only like your collard greens. I don't like vegetables. I don't like your vegetables. I mean, between my fried cabbage, my collard green recipe, this particular vegetable medley recipe, corn. I do the typical broccoli and cheese with the cheese sauce. I do that typical thing. So there's really nothing to me spectacular there. So I probably won't make that for you guys because there's nothing really spectacular there. But again, we want to have this. We don't want this to mush up and mash up and carry on. We want this to keep its flavor. Okay. Any questions?
Anthony Sledge wrote, those oxtails he makes are amazing.
Yeah, I make excellent oxtails. Okay, well, while this stuff is cooking, let me just put you, because we're almost done with our broadcast tonight, I'm going to try to plate this stuff so you guys can see it all come together. I'm really going to try, but only thing that's holding us up is those potatoes in there. But hopefully, I'm going to check them after I'm done talking, and they'll be done, did something for us so we can eat. But follow me again on Prophet Evan Majors Ministries page. You can follow me here. If you are in the Brooklyn area, I will be in Brooklyn, New York on Tuesday, February 13th at the Next Dimension Tabernacle. I will be ministering there. Also, I believe that service starts at 7 o'clock. You can look on my page, Evan Prophetic Majors page, where you can see the flyer. Due to popular demand, I will be coming out with a cookbook called Cooking with the Prophet, and you will see a lot of these recipes in the cookbook form. So I need you guys to be on the lookout for that. Also, my personal book entitled The Heart of the Prophet is also going to be launching, as well as my perfume line. I have a perfume line that is coming out. You guys can follow me. That is actually called Liquid Gold. Please be on my page looking for those things. Also, God is like, when I told you that this is the year of the come up, I'm talking about everything I desire and dream of. I'm going after it. My clothing line, Joniah Styles, that's the name of the clothing line. That also, you can order some things now, actually, in fact. So be on the lookout for those particular things. The boutique, that is also going to be coming. We're going to start off with the online store first. Then we're going to have the boutique. I don't know. Am I missing something? Oh, yeah. Please, catering. The J-Co company, which is the Joniah Styles company. J-Co, which is my whole branding for my company. We do event plannings. I don't care if it's banquets, baby showers, pastoral anniversaries, funerals,
corporate
events, anything that you could possibly think of. You can reach out to me. We could come up with something. If you want me to do the whole thing where I'll plan it for you, I'll decorate for you, and I'll cook for you. It doesn't matter if you just want me to come and cook your event, or if you ever want to order some of the things, and we'll see about how we ship those things to you or make them for you if you are in the Atlanta area, okay? So please, again, be on the lookout for those things. Come on, let's go and check this, and then we'll check the potatoes. Hopefully everything will be done. We'll plate it, and we'll be out of your way, okay? Come on, let's take a look. Yeah. These are finished. How I know they're done? You see, you can kind of cut them with the spoon. See that? Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's go look at these potatoes.
Alvin Williams wrote, is the Prophet going to do a Super Bowl special cooking show by making wings?
I'll do it if y'all want me to.
Yeah.
I will do. I have
special edition.
I have so many wing flavors, and I'm telling you, I got something. Don't laugh at me, but they taste phenomenal. I have one recipe called my Mountain Dew wings. I'm telling you, these are absolutely delicious. It's like a sweetness to it. It's my Mountain Dew wings. I have a garlic parmesan recipe. I also have a hot wing recipe. I also have a jerk wing recipe and barbecue jerk wing recipe. So when y'all talk about wings, don't fool with me, because I love wings. I can eat chicken every day. So I done mastered the art of some good wings, y'all. Boneless, I don't care what it is. I'll make y'all some wings.
Everybody's saying yes, do it, do it.
I mean, I'll make y'all some wings. Don't fool with it. Glory to God. I'll make some wings. Thank you, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Y'all done stirred me up. Y'all done stirred the prophet up. Hallelujah. I love Igbo shy. I love chicken, y'all. I love chicken.
Yes.
I'll eat chicken every day.
Come on.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. For the lamb that was slain for me for the chicken. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Glory, hallelujah. Amen. So, and I also got a good turkey wing recipe too. All right, let's look at here. Yeah, you see it's steaming down real good. Alrighty, they're pretty much I think they're ready. Let's plate this stuff. We'll put that in there a little bit longer. We're gonna plate this and we're out of your way. Again, this is Prophet Majors coming to you. We're cooking with the Prophet. Let's plate this stuff. I know y'all are ready to see it plated. I know you guys are. You guys are like, yes, Prophet, plate this food, plate this food, plate this food. Okay, look at this. See that? And then we're going to take our vegetables and we're going to plate our veggies. See that? See him? Look at that. See this? Look at that. Then we're going to take our potatoes. What, somebody say something?
Do I taste a Thanksgiving special edition featuring your turkey wing recipe? Yes, come through, Dad.
And this is today is my brown what do they call it? Brown sugar glazed salmon or glazed salmon with a hint of lemon juice. And this is our potatoes, our potatoes au gratin, or our cheesy potatoes. And this here is our mixed vegetables. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I believe, how long did this take? How many minutes?
58.
We did it in an hour. Look, now dinner is served. Again, I love you. Like, share, like, share, like, share. Get this out there. Let everybody know. Maybe I'll be on segment on TV. Who knows? But again, this is Come Up With The Prophet. This is our segment of Cooking With The Prophet. Tune in on next Tuesday. And we'll figure out what we're going to do next Tuesday. I love you guys. Again, follow me. And God bless you. And look for the cookbook coming out, Cooking With The Prophet. May the blessing of the Lord. Shalom.